Alright friends, here I am again. Okay, as a topic every time we talk about language learning. Okay, let's give a shout out to a few of the great language learners out there on YouTube. Okay, first and foremost, Christoph Klusen. Alright, salute that guy. Alright, Steve Kaufmann, Benny Lewis. Who else we got? We got Richard, we got Luca, we got the guy from the Dutch guy, Vander something. We got a lot of great guys on there on YouTube. Alright, a lot of respect. Iverson, okay, up there in Denmark. Okay, a little bit reclusive, but another great guy. Fasoulier, okay. Give shout out to all those great guys, Lao Shu, of course, you know what I mean, Ben Lewis, okay. So here's the topic of this video. Alright, the topic of this video is the social aspect of language learning, and is it important or is it not important, okay. Okay, I can take this from a lot of different angles. Alright, angle number one is, I'm going to start off with some dedicated to Christoph Klusen, alright, one of my great friends, okay, one of the great guys out there on YouTube. It's about the academic sphere. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, okay, this debate, is being social important for language learning important? Like, is it important? Do you have to like make and talk to people and like, you know what I mean, be included in the society? Is it important for language learning? Okay, I'm not going to give you my opinions right now. I'm going to tell you other people's opinions. Okay, so shout out to academia. All right, and basically they're like there's these two clubs. All right, one of them is like the Chomsky guys and his buddies, and then we got the other guys like Firth and Wegner, some other lady in Canada, like, alright, and they're like, hey, Chomsky's saying that, you know what, like, we're not interested in the social aspect. Chomsky's saying, we just want to know, like, what it takes to learn a language. That's the way I understand it. Now, given my background's from, like, the other side of, like, Bonnie Norton, okay, and these Firth and Wegner people, they're like, hey, let's look at the social aspect, you know what I mean, it is an important thing. And Chomsky's like, you know, guys, like, we don't really care about this, and so they go back and forth, they have little, you know what I mean, they have little catfights about that. Okay. Alright. Then we get on YouTube, alright, we got guys like Benny Lewis, alright, what is it, Irish polyglot, okay, speaks languages, studies languages, okay, and he's like, that's all he does. All he does is talk to people. Like, he doesn't really study books, he doesn't like do stuff like that, he just talks to people, you know what I mean? And that's his approach to learning languages. Very social, like very, very hardcore to the whatever right, or we'll say right, okay? Now, on the other end we got Steve Kaufmann. Steve Kaufmann, great guy, alright, speaks a lot of language to a great level, and his approach is completely opposite. Steve Kaufmann is reading books, alright, he's reading books and listening to audio, he's getting a flood of input, and he's not getting he's not interacting socially, like, pretty much whatsoever, after, you know, that's different approaches, alright. Now, what I'm going to say about this is, it's the same thing as what's going on in academia. I mean, come on, little catfights, you know what I mean, they get into bickering matches, alright, they try to, like, prove each other, like, you know what I mean, I'm better than you. Come on, let's get real. Let's get real and take a step back and look at the situation. All right, in both academia and on YouTube, both sides are right. Okay, you need both of them. All right, like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you like you can learn a language to an advanced level without going to the society and like interacting with the people. You can reach a very, very high level, and I think that approach is required. But if you're going to learn things like things that are important for communicating, like, you need to speak to people and you need to see how they talk and how they, you know what I mean, it's absolutely essential. Okay, on Benny's, so that's for Steve Kaufmann, I'm telling him that. Alright, for Benny Lewis, I'm telling you, dude, look, like, you need to get in a grammar book. Well, you need to understand like how the grammar works, and you need to have vocabulary, and there's some things you're not gonna really get. I mean, you can get them from people, but it's much easier in a book. It's like, it's broken down, and it's like, hey, it's right here. You just look at it and learn it. That's what I'm saying, alright? But, like, you basically need both. Alright? Pretty much all I'm saying about that, you know what I mean? If you want to learn a language, you know what, you need to talk to people, and you know what, you need to study. And if you don't do those two things, like, you know, it's like a balancing act, alright? Pretty much all I got to say on that topic. If you got any questions, let me know. Okay, we're here in Turkey. Right, learning languages. Polyglot conference just happened in Bucharest. Right, I kept myself updated on that. Right, it's a great event sponsored by Richard. Okay, Luca. We had another one in Moscow. All right, I'm getting pretty excited about what's going on in the Polyglot community right now. Okay, first of all, first conference in Moscow. All right. We had a great show of people, and then the second conference was in Bucharest, and luckily we got this new guy. He's the Genius Club, alright, he made a great video, and I think the Genius Club guy is going to be a great benefit for people what's going on YouTube, for making videos, keeping people updated. Alright, subscribe to that guy, Let's give a shout out. Okay, keep it going. Okay, he's the native speaker of Cantonese from Hong Kong. He speaks Mandarin Chinese. He's got a German wife. Okay, that's all I got for right now. All right, keep going, guys. Keep learning languages. All right, we'll be here on the flip side. All right.